All right, questions for Jerome. We'll start with that.
Yeah, Jerome, last week you guys had one quarterback nicked up, another quarterback that played. How do you guys find out who's starting at quarterback or who's available before Saturday?
We really just go through practice. Just as a usual practice, it's anybody back there. It doesn't matter who's back there. We just go day by day, rep by rep. Doesn't matter either one is in there. Just got to keep the same tempo, got to keep the same level of play, and as good as that.
Audio not working?
Hello.
No, it's me. All right. Ben and then Brent.
Just how would you assess the play of the O-line over the weekend, and what was Coach Ellerby's message following the game and after watching the tape?
This game was, we focused heavily on technique, and it's definitely some things we had to work on, some things we had to fix, especially leading up to this game against Florida. But overall, we played pretty well. Just overall need to strain effort more, as well as working technique. Make sure your eyes are good in pass pro, in the slide. Make sure there's no free hitters, free guys running through. Other than that, really big worked on technique this week. And continue to do that next week's and weeks forward.
Jerome, it sounds like Cooper may be back this week, which would mean you go back to guard. What's center like? What will you take if you do go back to guard? What will you take from the experience at center that will make you a better guard, do you think, moving forward?
I've really been playing both, even when Coop's been down, so it's still gonna be the same. But taking what I take from center, just making sure like whoever is at center or if I'm at guard, just helping them with declares, make sure pushing tempo, because I know it's a very important deal, and that's really the center's job, to push the tempo in this offense. Just make sure I'm help is that, as well as just communication up front, making sure that everyone is on everyone's on the same page, and just go from there.
Just as a quick follow-up to that, how do you think you handled the tempo the last couple games as a center? How do you think you pushed it? Did you push it the way it needs to be pushed?
Me personally, I felt like it could have been faster. I feel like I could have got my guys faster, got my guys lined up faster, so the outside guys can get lined up and get ready to rock and roll. So me as center, I feel like I could have done a way better job just pushing tempo, because I feel like we haven't even got close to how fast we can play.
Did you sometimes forget to set that tempo? I know it all starts at the center, going to the huddle, or I guess no huddle, but running up, getting on the ball. Did you sometimes forget that, I'm the center, I have to start it off?
Oh, no, sir. No, I never forgot. Definitely, tempo is the first thing on my mind, make sure I'm looking at the right spot. It's just make sure we get in line, the offensive line lined up, and as well as also might be getting a signal. It could be multiple things, but I just make sure I have my feet set and ready to go.
And then looking ahead at Florida, it's a unit that led the SEC in sacks last year, return a lot on that front set. What have you seen from them?
Florida, they play well. Up front, definitely they play well. They got some big guys up front. Normally what you see from Florida, different from an SEC opponent. What we have to do, we have to execute. This is a big execution game. We have to execute well. We have to play hard, play fast, and mentally be there. We're gonna be in the swamp, so it's gonna be loud, and we have to make sure we're mentally locked in.
Wes?
Yeah, Jerome, I was going to ask you about the tempo in terms of going down there and facing that kind of noise. Do you feel like it seems like this offense doesn't have to do too much sort of audible communication? It seems like you get signals and stuff. Can that help you going on to a place like Florida? You play down there, you know how loud it gets.
Tempo definitely helps. Definitely helps with the crowd. Hopefully we could get some big plays and we can really quiet the crowd down, as well as getting the defense lined up. I know they look to their sideline and get the communication, see where they're going to get lined up. So hopefully we can push the tempo fast enough to where we get those guys in fits and line up alignment-wise and keep playing ball.
Jerome, you've played in this game, I think, 3 times now. Is there something different about this game because of what it is?
There's no difference in this game. It's just all SEC games are physicality. It's all physical. It's going to be it's going to be a tough game, especially on the road. And the ACC is a very tough, it's a tough environment, tough game. But you love those type of games. That's what you come to the ACC to play in tough environments and go get a win on the road. So this game is no different than any other SEC game. Just go out there. We got to be able to run the football and got to be able to pass protect and make big plays on the edge. So.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Jerome.
Thank y'all.